When I was in labor, having my daughter, my oldest daughter, my contractions weren't that bad. They were actually better than my cramps. My cramps were worse, and my mom didn't think that I was in enough pain. And so my mom waited until I was in extreme pain to take me to the hospital. 12 hours later. 12 hours later. And so as we getting ready to walk out the door and get in the car, my mom taking her meaningless time. I'm in extreme pain now. And we get in the van and on our way to the hospital. No, before we walk out the door, somebody comes and tells my mom that my uncle got jumped and that he was laying on the ground. And so we get in the van and we go down there and he's laying on the ground, knocked out. And so we had to sit there and wait. Well, we didn't have to, but my mom decided to sit there and wait until the ambulance came before she would leave. Meanwhile, I'm in labor. I'm kicking the dashboard because I'm in so much pain. And if we would have stayed longer, I probably would have had the baby in the car. So we get to the hospital and they take me upstairs. They lay me down to check to see how many centimeters I was. And they said, "Oh, you're about to, you got the push." And so my mom says that she went to the payphone to tell people I was in labor. And the doctor came up to her and said, "Ma'am, she's about to have the baby." And she said, "What?" And so she came back, and in 3 pushes, I pushed my daughter out. When I think about that story, I think about the emotional neglect and how my needs didn't matter at the time. That I almost had my daughter in my mom's van because she didn't think I was in enough pain to be in labor. And because my uncle got jumped for doing some crazy stuff to people. And I'm not saying that my uncle did not matter because he did, because he was laying out and he could have been dead. But I was in labor and we had other family members that could have stayed with him until the ambulance came. And at the time I was even like, this some bullshit. But you know, when you're young, you're just like, whatever. You have no choice but to just ignore it because you can't do anything else. But as an adult, now I'm looking at it. As soon as my daughter went into labor with my oldest grandchild, we was at the hospital. I'm like, I don't care what I think. It's time to go. Well, her water bag was too, but